Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
KO! Here's the cover.
What's up, guys? Today's a really special video today. As some of you may have noticed, we finally went over 3,000 subscribers the other day. So to really give back to you all, doing a giveaway. And really all you have to do to enter is for Xbox people, just leave your gamer tag below. And then for my PS4 users or even PC people, just leave your best form of contact on like social media. I can send you a message to YouTube also, I believe. Like the forums would be the best bet if you have a forums account. Or Twitter also works. But I'll be giving away 10 days of 30 days. Sorry. 10 codes for 30 days of premium time. 10 codes for Skorpion Gs. And 5 T32a prototypes. And 5 Yazi Chinese tank destroyers. So that's really a lot of tanks. Should give you a lot of winners, a lot of chances to win. And it's just a way to give back to you all for hitting this huge milestone, which I really honestly never thought I'd hit 3,000 subscribers when I started this out. But since really, especially in the majority of the channel just being non-commentary, hopefully we can grow even more now that somebody talks. Wonder who that is. But yeah, even since I've started adding this, the growth has been insane. In the past week, I've probably gained close to 200 subs, which is just nuts, and hopefully that kind of growth will continue. But really, again, just leave Xbox, your gamer tag, I message your Xbox Live, the code. And then for my PS4 PC users, just leave like your Twitter handle, your PSN if I can contact you on the forums, or I can just contact you here on YouTube. So just good luck to everybody. Hopefully a multitude of winners are chosen. And yeah, just a huge thanks to you all, really. It's been a pretty fun experience doing all this, and the feedback's always been pretty positive. So I'm just gonna get into some of the gameplay on this today. I thought I'd give you a little special. This first game is pretty decent, but really the highlight is on the second game, which is in the T100 LT. Both games are with Jack, or I just go by Jack, but it's Jack the Ripper. And it's from a session we had like last week, I believe. And we were both doing pretty well, working as a good team all night, really. And you see we're in the Tusk. We're both in the Tusk. Just for some derp gun memes. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can talk a little bit about the channel. I mean, it started out as just me posting some highlight videos, just some clips from Xbox, and it's just kind of something I did just out of, I was kind of bored. I thought, hey man, why not just do this? And then it kind of grew, because even before I did this, I was in a clan. I'm in the same clan I've always been in, and we had a few other people that did YouTube, and I just always liked being in the streams and such. I thought, why not? Like, mostly it was Sins, but I thought, hey, why don't I give this a shot myself? And I just started using the Twitch app on the Xbox. I started streaming some of my own gameplay, and then I started posting the highlights to YouTube, which weren't the best quality, but I thought, hey, I mean, nobody's really watching these. It was only get maybe 50 views at a time. So I was like, just something fun to do. But eventually the channel kind of grew. The quality picked up, but that was mostly thanks to excuse me, a little sick, but it just kind of picked up as I started posting the videos to places like the forums and such, where they got shared, I like just helping people figure out what to do. And it really just, it's just a hobby at first. I mean, it still is just a hobby. I mean, I don't make barely any money off this. It's not really a thing I never did this for financial gains. It's not a thing. I don't make like that much off these. It should be fairly obvious. But
We've been detected.
yeah, I mean, the whole tanks thing, it's been a pretty fun experience overall. I mean, it's just another way to keep me interested in the game. I don't know if I'd still be playing as much if it wasn't for the channel. Just being able to help people, just kind of show people what to do and how I like to do things. Because, I mean, honestly, the game can get stale at times and get frustrating, as we probably all know. But always just enjoyed it.
Enemies looking right at us.
So, and then I have to say, like, the channel really took off when I started getting the, I got the capture card for it, which, I guess I should tell you, I mean, the capture card is a, Elgato game capture HD60, which has always been fairly decent for me. It's easy to use, easy to set up. But, once that kind of came about, the quality got better. I didn't have those fuzzy videos from Twitch that captured all, yeah, just all the lag. Sometimes the bad audio quality and all that. It really just helped make the games look better. And then I was also able to start sending the gameplays out to some of the other YouTubers that were big at the time. Like Sins, like the Beard guys. Just like some of those big name guys. And I was able to just kind of get the channel out there and kind of get my name out there for some of y'all. And we really just picked up steam after that. And really ever since, it's just kind of been growing and growing and growing. And I gotta admit, I mean, obviously some of it's probably down to my expertise playing scout tanks. I know that's what I'm kind of known for. But it's always just been a fun ride. And honestly, it's insane that I have over 3,000 people now watching or subscribe to my videos. I know some people are still subscribed, but they don't watch, but it's fine. I mean, it's just pretty cool, to say the least. So, for the next game, we're going to be on Skorpion Pass, and this game I kind of really want to commentate on, more or less, because it's just a really fun game between me and Jack. The teamwork is pretty good, even though we're kind of complementing tanks. I'm in a scout, like I said, the T100 LT, and he's in the Grill 15. So I'm going to be the spotter slash damage dealer, like always, and he's going to be the big boomstick. But it's also on a map that I think some people may struggle with in scouts and lights, just because it's kind of awkward. It's kind of like 3 corridors in a way. So I'm going to show you, like, from this spawn, one of my favorite spots to like go into for scout tanks, and I really think it's one of only 2 spots that are really viable for light tanks on this map. You could use the center, like, doom position to the right. That I'll show you if we get spun out by 2.9. But we're gonna go to this cliff face that's to my left. I'll be in a second. I'm mistaken. First we go to the other position. So I get to show you both. I totally forgot about this. That's where you nearly flip our tank. It's physics, but that little area right here is generally a spot I like going to also, but most of the time I like going up here first. just because you can usually get side shots and you're more protected from stuff like artillery and things like that. But you can get side shots all the way across where that heavy just popped up. Since you were spotting them crossing right over there. And you got all these big boulders that just protect you overall from getting shot back. It's to avoid a Hess round from the Death Star. That was close. But really, I just want to take out this LT at the moment because he's just spotting us and it's kind of annoying. We track him, which is pretty much as good as killing him. So I don't think... Oh, no, we do get the kill on him. But, yeah, once... Oh, God, I can apologize for the sniffles. Okay, you can just use these rocks, and I'm pretty sure you're mostly already safe here. You're not going to get hit. I've never been hit here. But you see, you can pick up spots on these Death Stars and other things crossing. You're about 390, 400 meters away. For my cruise, I'm not going to get spotted most of the time from that kind of a distance. It just depends on how good your crew skills are. And you see most of our team went to the hill, which isn't the most ideal, but it's going to set us up, hopefully. This position is also good when they start pushing, like they're going to in a second. Of lighting them up and giving the guys on the hill good targets to hit. And you could actually move further down and just patrol the ridgeline from this point, but just staying up here is alright as well. You see, the gun's kind of trolling us a little bit early on in this game. I mean, this could have easily been a much better game if some of these shots had just come off. Especially like the ones on the Death Star that, I mean, like that. I mean, that's, I don't understand. But, and another one. Like, this game could have easily been maybe 7.5k damage, possibly. But sometimes it's kind of like that. It's nothing you can do about it. But here we go for the tracking. Again, the shell goes wide left. It still pens, but it goes wide left. And you see, we're just trying to keep these guys spotted, lit up for our TDs. Mostly Jack, because I know he's going to be reliable to get the shots in. Here I say I'm just going to go for the tracking, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's not always about damage. I mean, I know I love being the damage dealer. I love the big numbers, but in reality, getting that guy tracked and getting him to get just nuked by our TDs is probably the best idea here. But then he starts turning his turret and we can just rip into him. See, it's still a pretty close game. You do have to pay attention sometimes to like where that T10 is. And a little further up on that hill too, they can get shots on you if there's tanks up there, so you have to kind of pay attention to that. And this T10 starts really trolling us, partially because we're hitting above his tracks, and partially because we're not even going to hit him. This gun is not the best at sniping. None of the tier 10 lights really are. It's just as a highlight of it. But again, then we pick up the spot on the T49, and he's a pushier target, much easier to hit. So we just go for him instead. He's more reliable pen for us. We'll let somebody else deal with the T10, hopefully. You see, and we're still not penning him. It's just kind of frustrating at this point. We try to blind fire on the T49, but he's obviously moved. But it's sometimes just worth it. Maybe he's there, maybe he's not. And we're finally able to pick up the kill on the T10 and take him out of the game. And we've done about almost 5.5k combined in this position, and you see, it's just a really good spot for lines of sight on many different spots. Maybe we could have shot there, but I'm only at 19 rounds left, so I'm just kind of, I want to conserve ammo, especially when I see a lot of tier 10 heavies that are on nearly full health there. I mean, we don't want to rely on teammates always, because you know how unreliable that can be sometimes. This game we're lucky because we have a teammate who I know is good, so I can, even if I don't have ammo, I can rely on just spotting for him. but a lot of the times you want to really just be easy on the ammo because you don't know if you're going to need it or not. But I don't take a lot of risky shots. And you see me pick up this M103, he's also on full health. I don't know where all these guys have been all game, but really, it's just a matter of keeping these guys lit up and just playing the ideal role of just being annoying, not letting them get unspotted, and repositioning. My goal right now is I really want to take out that 268. He's a one-shot. Getting guns out of the game is always a big thing, and you see the Waffle's able to do that. So now I start thinking about maybe moving and maybe going after the artillery, I think, here in about a second. And, yep, there we go. Since most of their heavies are spotted right there, I'm not really worried about any of them at this point. That position they're in is pretty weak. They're kind of funneled in there at this point. So right now we're gonna go after their flank. I would say their artillery, but I think we get distracted because we get some really good shots on their heavy tanks. Yep, especially on the 60 TP, as you see. We get him in our cross sights. Kind of, we get his ass on. So it's just definitely worth it to start putting shots in here. And we're able to get one more shot before his turret rotates, and we see he shot and hit the rocket. We're going to take advantage of that. I move to a slightly better position that's less exposed and make sure we don't get shot from the other flank by the other heavy tanks. And we're just chewing into this guy in his rear. We see Jack's pushing in on him too. I'm letting him know. Then we have the T-49 kind of pop up. We kind of get caught out there a little bit, but we're able to respond fairly quickly. Get our armor face towards him. We don't want to push down because we don't get hit by the 60 TP or the other heavies possibly looking that way. I'm just waiting to get unspotted, hopefully, and this guy's kind of just ignoring us now. So this guy's just a lumbering beast. So we're just going to keep putting shots, pumping shots into him. Alright, good. Look, maybe looking at the 705A, but he's going to get taken out rather quickly. I believe we... Oh, no, we do get the kill on him. Yep. We take him out real quick. Just some situational. I'm just struggling with a little bit of gun elevation right now, but I believe we pick up the kill on him. Yes, we do. Somehow that goes in, I guess. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I always say. Now Jack's saying he sees trees falling down, I think, and that the arty's over here kind of facing up this way, so yep, and sure enough, there he is, and this guy's never going to hit me. I mean, it's not going to be a thing. We take him out for our 5th and final kill. Well over 6,300 damage, 2,500 assists. Just a really great game. And some really good teamwork. I know it may not be totally visible to see, but here you'll see on the stat screen in a second. Yeah, Jack does 6,500 damage of his own. So we're doing upwards of 13k combined between a 2-man platoon. I say that's a pretty good carry on our part. And just overall a really fun game for me. But yeah, just a really great game. I'll show you how I kind of like to play Skorpion Pass sometimes. And again, just a huge shout out to y'all for the 3,000 subs. And I'll catch you next time.